Hello, IBON fans. I had quite a few other videos planned before this one, but due to the overwhelming number of requests I've received from our Super Saver community, today's video is going to be primarily about delivering those IBON gifts that quite a few of you purchased last year. Here's what I'll be talking about today. What question to ask yourself before delivery. How the $10,000 annual limit works when delivering IBON gifts. What recent anecdotal evidence I've received on this topic. How to deliver your IBON gift step by step. And what our plans are for our IBON gifts. I wanted to also take a moment to address the should we buy IBONs in 2023 question, because it's everywhere in my life, even in my sleepy dreams. So, buying IBONs in 2022 at 7.12% and then later at 9.62% was, in my mind, a no-brainer, with skyrocketing inflation and very volatile markets. And of course, assuming you could part with that IBON money for the required 1-year minimum holding period. In 2023, with the Fed committed to further rate hikes, real yields rising on new issue treasuries and other fixed income securities, plus inflation potentially starting to ease, the should we buy IBONs question is a much more complex one. I'm working on that detailed analysis now for our clients and for all of you, and will let you know as soon as I have some answers to this should we buy IBONs in 2023 question. As much as I'm sure you want an answer now, as do I, there's much more to it than simply waiting until the CPI numbers are released in January, or even February, or March. And yes, I'll have something before then. So for those of you who buy IBONs every year to inflation protect some of your portfolio, as well as for those of you who are beginning your inflation protection journey, stay tuned for this upcoming analysis. And remember, if you purchase the maximum annual IBON limit of $10,000 anytime during the year in 2022, you can buy up to $10,000 again anytime in 2023. And that's excluding the up to $5,000 of IBONs you can buy additionally via your tax refund, assuming you have such a large tax refund. And regardless of which day of the month you buy your IBONs, you will earn interest for that entire month. Just don't wait until the very, very last days of the month, because orders typically get processed the next business day. So let's get started with delivering those IBON gifts, my financial friends. The question to ask yourself before delivering an IBON gift to your recipient is whether your recipient might plan on buying more IBONs this year. Because according to the Electronic Code of Federal Regulations on Savings Bonds, bonds purchased or transferred as gifts will be included in the computation of the annual limit for the account of the recipient for the year in which the bonds are delivered to the recipient. Based on our reading of the ECFR, this seems to imply that once you deliver your $10,000 IBON gift to your recipient, that recipient would no longer be able to buy any more IBONs in 2023 for him or herself. So, if there is a chance that your recipient might plan on buying more IBONs this year for him or herself, you may consider waiting until that decision is made. Keep in mind, there is no rush to deliver those IBON gifts. From what I've seen and heard, most of you on this channel bought your IBON gifts for your loved ones after we posted this video towards the end of March 2022. So even if you deliver those IBON gifts to your recipient today, in January 2023, your recipients wouldn't be able to cash those IBON gifts until 1 year from the date that you purchased them. So what's the hurry? Those IBON gifts are still earning interest even while they're sitting in your gift box. Now, if you're absolutely certain that your recipient won't be buying any more IBONs this year, and you just want to get one more thing checked off of your to-do list, then I can see why you might want to deliver them now, even though the recipient will not be able to cash them for a few more weeks or even months. But if there is a chance that your recipient might buy more IBONs, then perhaps waiting until that decision is made or making a partial gift delivery may be a better way to go. And yes, you can deliver just a portion of your IBON gift. You don't have to deliver all $10,000 in one go. And I'll walk you through how to do this very soon. So let's say that you know your recipient won't be buying any more IBANs this year, and you've decided to go ahead with delivering them their IBAN gift now. Then comes this next frequently asked set of questions that I've gotten recently. If the annual limit is $10,000, does that mean you can only deliver $10,000 of your IBAN gift to the recipient this year? What about the interest? Based on my conversations with Treasury Direct last year and my own experience, the answer is if you purchased a $10,000 IBAN gift for a loved one last year or even in previous years, you can deliver the full amount of that IBAN gift to your recipient, the $10,000 of principal plus the total earned interest thus far minus the last 3 months' interest as an early withdrawal penalty adjustment if that IBAN gift is still within the initial 5-year holding period. In other words, Treasury Direct will only look at the initial principal or face value of the IBAN at the time of purchase when comparing the amount to the delivery limit. They will not take the accrued interest that can come on top and count that against the delivery limit, even though the recipient will still receive that interest earned. Now, what I've just shared with you in the previous 2 sections, what question to ask yourself before delivery, and how the $10,000 annual limit works when delivering IBAN gifts. All that information was based on my interpretation of the ECFR, first-hand conversations with Treasury Direct in 2022, and what I've done personally. Recently, though, I've received some anecdotal evidence as secondhand information via comments and emails from folks in our Super Saver community, stating separately that 1, they delivered more than the $10,000 annual limit plus accrued interest to their recipients in 2022, and in some cases in the years before 2022. This was typically done accidentally, but successfully, it seems. 2, they delivered a $10,000 IBAN gift to a recipient, but that recipient was able to buy additional IBANs for him or herself in the same year. So these 2 points, as I mentioned, are secondhand information that I have yet to confirm, but I think it's important to share them with you nonetheless. I did try calling Treasury Direct several times to see if I could get some clarity, but every time I called, I was too late. Even though the 9.62% IBAN rush has died down, it seems that Treasury Direct still stops accepting calls several hours before the phone line should actually close for the day. So, if any of you have further information on these 2 points, drop a comment below and let the community know. And if I manage to get through to Treasury Direct at some point, I'll post an update as well. All right, now let's get to that IBAN gift delivery tutorial. So first, I'm going to do a partial delivery of my IBAN gift to my husband, Marcus. And then I'll deliver the rest because I want to show you what things look like in his account after delivery when I do multiple deliveries. And before I start this process, I need Marcus's Treasury Direct account number. So you should get your recipient's Treasury Direct account number beforehand as well. First, I'll log into my Treasury Direct account and then click Submit. On the next screen, I'll scroll down and enter my password via the virtual keyboard and then click Submit again. Here's my account summary screen. I'll click on Gift Box here. And here's a list of all the Treasury securities I've purchased as gifts. For those of you who get giddy about your IBAN interest, assuming your IBAN gifts have started earning interest, up here you can see the total amount of gifts you've purchased, the principal value of your IBANs, as well as the total current value of those gifts. This total current value of gifts includes the principal value of the IBANs plus the total interest earned minus the last 3 months' interest as an early withdrawal penalty adjustment for IBAN gifts that are still within the initial 5-year holding period. So now I'm going to scroll down and click on this radio button to deliver this IBAN gift to Marcus. Now I'll click Submit. And this detail screen will appear next. I'll check that everything is correct. It is, so I'll click Deliver. And this delivery request screen will pop up. Once again, I'll confirm all the details here for accuracy. Now, If I scroll down, I can see that I have the option of delivering the full amount or a partial amount. I'm going to deliver a partial amount first, so I'll put in 1,000 here. If you want to deliver the full amount to a recipient, you can choose that option instead. The rest of the steps are the same, regardless of whether we're delivering the full amount or a partial amount. And now I'll put Marcus's Treasury Direct account number here and then click Submit. And this delivery review screen will appear next. When I scroll down, I can see that of the $1,000 of IBAN gift that I'm delivering to Marcus, this amount is the principal value that's being delivered, and this amount is the interest amount that is being delivered. I've checked all the information for accuracy and understand that either the full or partial value of this IBAN will be removed from my account and delivered to Marcus's Treasury Direct account. So now I'll click Submit. And here's my delivery confirmation, showing the amount that I've delivered to Marcus, how much of it is principal and how much of it is interest. And if I scroll down, I'll see how much principal is left on this IBAN gift after delivery and what the current value of this IBAN gift is. The difference between this current value and the principal is the interest earned thus far on this principal amount. Marcus will also get an email like this one informing him that I just transferred a Treasury security to him. And if I go into Marcus's Treasury Direct account now, we can see that he has savings bonds with a principal value of $10,958.22. This includes the $10,000 of I-bonds that he purchased for himself last year, as well as the $958.22 of principal from the I-bond gift that I just delivered to him. To see what the current value of these I-bonds looks like, again, the current value includes the principal value of these I-bonds plus interest earned so far, minus any applicable early withdrawal penalty. So to see what the current value of these I-bonds looks like, I'll click on Savings Bonds. And there's nothing. Just kidding. Let's scroll down. Here we see the current value of Marcus's I-bonds. And if I want a further breakdown, I'll just click on this radio button here and then hit Submit. Here's the I-bond he bought for himself last year, and here's what I just delivered to him. So let's say that I change my mind. Let's say that I think this partial delivery is not enough, and Marcus needs the rest of his I-bond gift so that he can take me away on a super duper fancy vacation for a wedding anniversary. Hey, a girl can wish, right? To do this, I'd go back to my gift box again and follow the same process as for the partial delivery. This time though, when I get to the delivery request screen, I'll scroll down and select Deliver Full Amount, enter his account number, and click Submit. And from this delivery review screen that appears next, I can see that as before, the full amount being delivered is split into both principal and interest components. Now, if we go back into Marcus's account, we'll see that he's received my full I-bond gift in these two deliveries. These two numbers here sum up the I-bond gift principal of $10,000. And these two numbers here sum up the I-bond gift principal plus the interest earned thus far minus the last 3 months' interest as an early withdrawal penalty adjustment, because we're still within the initial 5-year holding period. And there you have it, I-bonders. My $10,000 I-bond gift delivery to Marcus complete. Which brings me to what our plans are for the rest of our I-bond gifts. So honestly, I wasn't even planning on delivering Marcus's I-bond gift until the end of the year, or perhaps mid-2023 if we wanted to have it available for another investment opportunity. As I mentioned previously, I gain nothing by delivering Marcus his I-bond gift now. He can't redeem it until March anyway. Plus, it's earning the same amount of interest in his Treasury Direct account now as it would have earned sitting in the gift box in my Treasury Direct account. But given that so many of you have reached out about gift delivery, plus Marcus's certainty that he won't be buying any more I-bonds this year, I ended up delivering the I-bond gift to him anyway. As for the I-bond gifts that Marcus bought for me, he won't be delivering them to me until I'm done answering the question, should we buy I-bonds in 2023, that I talked about at the beginning of the video. If I do decide to buy more I-bonds after that analysis, then he'll probably deliver my I-bond gift to me next year or the year after. If not, he'll deliver it to me sometime in 2023. I'll let you know when I know, Super Savers. For now, we're staying put with our I-bonds and our T-bill ladders. Check out these T-bill videos here if you're interested in learning more about our fixed income portfolio. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, don't forget to share with your family and friends and to hit that thumbs up, and see you again soon with another brand new wealth building video.